Hello, welcome back. It's been a good couple months since I've last posted. I have a plethora of animation ideas I want to do, but I just don't do them because I'm very lazy. So instead, I shall do something that I do a lot when I get art block, which is I draw the entirety of the movie Finding Nemo. Uh, I've done this twice so far. This is take three. The first one is right over there, but it recorded wrong, so I'm doing it again. The second time, I was obviously way too steamed up about the first time not recording, so I had to stop. And now we can try again. So, we begin the picture off with Nemo's house, Nemo's home, the anemone, the sea anemone. That's where he lives, his little home. And then you have the coral. I have a little hill where the fish is acting as a stop sign. It's a red fish. Then it goes down to the conjugating area where they're the other fish, Nemo's dad's friends, and Nemo's friends. The fish that spits out other tiny little fish, and even Mr. Ray himself. And it's all a really happy little picture at the beginning of the movie. Then you have the drop off, where Nemo eventually gets abducted on his first day of school, wish that were me, by some scuba divers. And then here is the two rocks where Marlin and Dory eventually meet after bumping into each other. Here is a sea structure where Marlin and Dory swim around for a bit in a couple circles because Dory forgets that Marlin is following her so he can get help to find his son. And it's a really cute scene. Then we get to the boat where the sharks are and the sea mines, which are very dangerous. Don't want to touch them or they'll go boom. They're pretty strange balloons, but we like them. They're neat. They're the sharks themselves. About one more mine should do it. Really put this picture together. There we go. If you ask me, the commentating this time around, besides the fact that it sounds like I'm on edge this entire time and just like a hair from blowing something up, I think it's pretty good. I think I'm doing pretty good. Here's the abyss where they find the anglerfish as they're retrieving the goggles that tell them the destination is P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Here is where they meet the fish that give them directions, telling them to go through the trench, not over. Where's the trench? Right here. Boom. Bow. Yeah. It's said to go through the trench, not over, because of the danger that lurks above. But our protagonists do not do that. They are met with a plethora of jellyfish that cause them much trouble, much hazard times. And eventually, once they work their way through the jellyfish, they end up in the sea current where they meet Crush and the other turtles. They eventually spit out where they're eventually spit out where they are then able to be swallowed up by the whale. Yes. And then eventually the whale takes them all the way to Sydney. There's the nice little Australian town. If I have any Australian viewers, which I highly doubt, please comment below. Tell me what it's like to pet a kangaroo or something. And even if you're not from Australia, you've petted a kangaroo, comment. And even if you're not from Australia and you've never petted a kangaroo, comment. Now that I've drawn the drains, the pipes, showing that all drains lead to the ocean, which I'm not sure if that's a fact. I'm not worrying about it. I've basically completed the picture, completed the movie, but it's missing one thing, and that is water. Because these fish aren't just flying around, and this isn't a floating city. That'd be crazy. So, there we go. And now that the water is placed down, we need just a couple more things, which is a couple of birds, a couple of seagulls. Oh, great. The AC just turned back on. Hopefully that doesn't mess with my audio at all. Then we have the boats at the docks. Yep, they should be submerged that much in the water. And of course, at the very beginning, back at the drop-off, is where we have the butt. There we go. And that is Finding Nemo. The whole movie. And this time, it recorded well. So, yep, you have Nemo's home. You have the little area where he meets his friends, the drop-off in the butt where he gets kidnapped. You have the rocks where Dory and Marlin meet for the first time. The sharks, the anglerfish, and the abyss, one of my favorite types of fish. And you have the school that tells them to go through the trench, not over, which they end up in the current, are swallowed up by the whale, and then spit out into Sydney, where then the birds help them to get flushed all the way down, where they eventually find Nemo. And yeah, that's the movie.